Hey guys, Mosa here, and today I'm bringing you my college football playoff round 1 matchup between the Tennessee Volunteers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. And now without a further ado, let's get started. Now let's kick it off with the Ohio State Buckeyes injury report, starting with offensive lineman Seth McLaughlin with an Achilles injury, offensive lineman Josh Simmons with a knee injury, and running back TC Caffey with a knee injury, all out for the game. Then moving on to Will Marek, tight end with an upper body injury, wide receiver Reese Stockdale with an Achilles injury, and offensive lineman Zen Michalski with a lower body injury, all questionable for the game. Now, when it comes down to it, all these players will play, except for obviously the players who are out. Now, honestly, these games have been this entire day. We've seen them all one by one. Most of the players who are injured are offensive starters, and that's going to hurt the Ohio State Buckeyes a lot because these guys, oh my, two offensive linemen and a running back out. Then you get potentially a receiver and a offensive lineman as well. This is going to be insane, and I honestly think it's going to be a problem for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Now, moving on to the offense, quarterback will be Will Howard, running back Ravion Henderson, wide receivers Jeremiah Smith, Harnell Tate, and Emeka Egbuka, with tight end being G. Scott Jr., Donovan Jackson at left tackle, Carson Winsman at left guard, Joshua Padilla at center, right guard was Terga Tishabola, and Josh Fryer at right tackle. Now, when it comes down to this offense, it's going to be very decent and honestly, middle of the pack. So I'm going to expect a few passes, maybe even 1 or 2 touchdowns from Will Howard, maybe 2 from the running back, but under 50 yards, because I think most of the yards are going to come from the passing game rather than the run game in this one. So yeah, the Buckeyes, they're going to be doing all right with that protection. The offensive line will open the holes need be. But like I said, the offensive passing game will surpass the run game. Now, moving on to the defensive side, we got defensive ends Jack Sawyer and JT Tuimoloau. I don't know how to say these names. I'm sorry. I'm just butchering them all day. Defensive tackle Ty Hamilton and Tyleek Williams. Weak side linebackers Sonny Styles and Cody Simon. Cornerback Denzel Burke and Davidson Igbionoson. And nickelback Jordan Hancock. With free safety Caleb Downs and Lathan Ransom as the strong safety. Now, when it comes down to the defense, I honestly believe that they'll give up a few points. They'll give up a lot of rushing yards. I think that run defense is not going to work out against the Tennessee Volunteers. But that doesn't mean that they'll be completely shut down the entire game by Tennessee. So, realistically, what I'm thinking is that the Ohio State Buckeyes will do what they can. And honestly, this team on defense has been relatively decent. Now, moving on to the Tennessee injury report, starting with linebacker Keenan Pili with a knee injury, defensive back Jordan Thomas with a knee injury, both out for the game. Then moving on to wide receiver Squirrel White with an arm injury, Dante Thornton with a upper body injury, and running back Peyton Lewis with a fibula injury, wide receiver Brew McCoy with a lower body injury, and defensive back Christian Charles with an Achilles injury. Now, Peyton ain't playing. He has a broken fibula. Everyone else, I think they're playing. I, in fact, do believe that they all will play. Like I said, only Peyton Lewis is not playing. That is a major defensive. Honestly, it's just hindering the offense at this point all the time. But yeah, I'm also saying the defense is a little bit as well because you got linebacker Pili out, Thomas is out. You got potential out with Christian Charles as well, even though he's not a starter. But still, rotational corner. In the end, it's still the offense that will struggle. Now, moving on to the offense of the Tennessee Volunteers, we got Nico Amaliva at quarterback, Dylan Sampson at running back, Cole Harrison at fullback, wide receivers Brew McCoy, Chris Braswell II, and Squirrel White. If White cannot go, then Chas Nimrod will take over. Nimrod. It's kind of weird last name for someone. But then we got Brew McCoy also being replaced by Caleb Webb if he cannot go. Then we get tight end Miles Kitzelman, and he's the tight end. Left tackle, we got Lance Hurd. Left guard, Andrej Kadrick. And then Cooper Mays at center. Right guard, Javantis Sprangings. And John Campbell at right tackle. Honestly, this offensive line is worrisome against the defense of the Ohio State Buckeyes, but still, I think Dylan Sampson is the main part of the Tennessee Volunteers that is really the part to watch out for. He's a great running back. Honestly, I expect him to run for almost 100 yards in this game. And yeah, although they do also have injuries on the receiving core, so I don't expect them to pass as much. And honestly, having Sampson, like I just said, he's the main reason why I think they're going to just run it. And it's because Sampson is a very good running back, to be honest. Now, moving on to the defense, we got defensive end Dominic Bailey and Bryson Eason. Nose tackle Omari Thomas. Strong side linebacker James Pierce Jr. Inside linebacker Jeremiah Tiedlander. And weak side linebacker Arian Carter. Cornerback Jermod McCoy. Ricky Gibson III. Nickelback Christian Harrison. And Will Brooks at free safety, and Andre Kurpichin at strong safety. Now, when it comes down to this team, this defense, it's going against a tough Ohio State offense, so I'm giving it a 50-50, to be honest. It's not really that intriguing to me when it comes to the offense of Ohio State versus this defense. I think it's more or less going to be an equal matchup. It could go either ways, and yeah, so not really much to say other than it's going to be more or less the same. Either they get a few scores or they shut them out. One of the two is going to happen. Either Ohio State scores some or Ohio State doesn't score at all. Now, in conclusion, I have this game ending 14-17 in favor of the Ohio State Buckeyes. I do, in fact, believe that it will be a game-winning touchdown by Will Howard. He'll throw a deep pass, which will be caught, and then the receiver breaks free. He goes all the way, touchdown, game over, and the Ohio State Buckeyes would then technically they'll take it back, and then time will run out for the Tennessee Volunteers, and then game over. Honestly, the Ohio State Buckeyes are going to pass. They're going to go probably to the quarterfinals. Might be the ending point for Ohio State. Maybe. Either that or they're losing in the semifinals. One of the two. But yeah, I see them winning today. Now, that was it for this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Tweet me any video ideas. Also, tell me down in the comments below who do you think is going to win and who do you think is going to lose. Tell me down in the comments below. Now, like this video if you liked it. Subscribe and hit the notification if you want more videos. And I'll see you guys next time.